Okay, so Anne Brun, Changing of the Seasons. This is another request by Tom Bredesen, who is banned, but we're going to do this anyway. It's a skip the line request. Thank you very much for this. I apologize once again that it is a bit late, but we're getting straight into it over here, man. Let's see what we've got from Anne Brun, Changing of the Seasons. Let's go. We're starting with guitar. Again.
Falls asleep on her chest, the best sleep he'd ever met. Nevertheless, he dreams of some stranger's caress. He awakes and he knows.
Okay, that was sounding quite beautiful until it's like he sleeps, he sleeps on her chest. It's like, oh wow, beautiful, loving relationship. And then it's like he dreams of some stranger's caress, and you're like, huh? Okay, why? Maybe, if it's like Fazia. Okay, I kind of understand. Let's go.
Maybe someone else is supposed to meet his hazy, anticipating eyes.
Oh.
He draws the curtains aside, unfolding the first morning light.
What a beautiful way to write that. Is draws the curtains aside, unfolding, like you'd fold fabric, and curtains are fabric. But the way she actually played that in a poetic sense was like unfolding the dawn, or whatever she said there, unfolding the light or something like that, or unfolding the morning light or something like that. It's beautiful. It's just such beautiful writing.
Unfolding the first morning light.
Beautiful.
He glances at his disenchanted life. Restlessness is me, you see. It's hard to be safe. It's difficult to be happy.
It's crazy how that is with humans, though, is that you have everything to be happy. The way she actually started the whole premise of the song, although it may be a little bit vague, it seemed as if he slept on her chest, and it's a comforting place to sleep on. So it must be obviously his wife or his partner who he's in a relationship with, and it is a comforting element. But then he has these dreams of a stranger's caress, right? And he realizes that when he wakes up in the morning, he realizes that he's just down. He's unhappy. It's hard to be happy. And I think it's to a certain degree it comes from not being accepting of what you have and the beauty that you have. And I know that sometimes the novelty of marriage and the novelty of having first met and the first kiss and the first intimacy with the person that you've been in a relationship for years now, that's all worn off, right? And that's why it's so important, the foundation in those kind of things, because all of that wears off. All of that novelty, all of that spark and things like that wear off. And all you're left with is a foundation that you've built a really, really good, sturdy friendship on. All right? Because once that the love goes from the foreground to the background. And it becomes one of those things where the love is always going to be an underlying thing, and it's always going to be built into that foundation that you build with that person. And whatever happens to that person, that love it's there. It's not something that you feel every day of butterflies and that kind of thing, but it's built into that foundation that nothing can happen to that person, right? Because it's almost like cutting you, right? But then the spark's gone. And how do you revive that spark? And if people tend to chase that the entire time, where you want that honeymoon phase all of the time, that is not how life works, right? You learn to coexist with somebody in a relationship as your best friend that you can talk to, you can say anything you want to, that you can confide in, you can lean on as a pillar for when times are tough, you can cry on, right? And that's what forms a part of your foundation. And sometimes you tend to feel as like, oh, there's something missing all of these years, and I feel like somebody else is bringing the spark. But that spark is it's shallow, right? And it doesn't mean anything. It's only lust, because there's no foundation there. And a lot of people in that moment of heightened emotions, they feel like, oh no, this is for me, like this is strong enough, but it's not. What is strong? What would you deem stronger for yourself? Being in a relationship with somebody that offers that spark and that light for, say, 2-3 months, right? Or being in a relationship with somebody that you've invested in and have built a solid foundation upon over 20 years, and you kind of feel now you're just a little bit confused because there's not much of a spark there anymore. Which one do you think has got the biggest success of working out? The foundation you built for 20 years that can weather pretty much any storm if you decide to work on it, or a relationship with somebody that you only met for 3 months and have no idea how that will turn out once the spark is gone? I know which one I'd choose. I love this guitar.
The changing of the seasons. He says I need them. I guess I'm too Scandinavian.
Wow. Beautiful way to put that. Oh my God, it's the changing of the seasons. And he says, I need them. I need some change. All right. So obviously he's projecting here. So he's saying it's changing of seasons. Things are different and you need to change. Obviously not looking into himself, not introspecting. Right. So this is all projection. Right. And she's like, I guess I'm Scandinavian, where the season is pretty much the same all year round. Right. I'm okay with the season. I'm okay with this one season. I'm okay. You are my season, and I'm okay to have it all year round. Maybe I'm Scandinavian that way, where he says, I prefer to switch this up, right? Because he's not happy, but she's happy, right? I'm happy in this relationship. I'm happy to have this all year round. You're the one, even though you've got something pure here, that feel that you're not happy and you feel that you need to switch in and out of seasons. Beautiful way of writing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way of writing.
The relief of spring, intoxication of summer rain, the clearness of fall, how winter makes me reconsider it all.
I love the way she's using the seasons over here. Oh my God. The intoxication of summer rains or things like that. It's just I love the way she's using the seasons as a metaphor for his cheating, like a metaphor for his looking elsewhere, essentially, where she's saying like the summer where you're out and about and you're having fun is what he's doing, right? And then she also said about the relief of spring. And then the fall where everything is now collapsing. Essentially, everything's going brown, and all the trees are starting to look dull, and all the leaves are starting to fall. Essentially, so I love the way she's actually showing the stages of this relationship through the seasons, which I think is so clever. She's throwing the despair, the beauty, and that kind of thing. I really like that. And I think that the way she's equating the winter part is she's equating it to the warmth, essentially, the intoxicating summer, because when summer comes, you're never around. You want to be out and doing your own thing. And the only time that I feel like this is who we are, which is then tied into Scandinavian as well, is when there's winter. That's when you're the closest to me. That's when you need your warmth, because there's no fun to be had. I'm convenient for you then, right? Brilliant.
Makes me reconsider it all. Restlessness is me, you see. It's hard to be safe. It's difficult to be happy.
Wow.
Then
it's not difficult to be happy. We just, as human beings, choose to just not be happy. We choose to never accept what we have and what we have at this particular moment. We choose to never accept that. We're never you only appreciate things when it's gone. That is unfortunately the sad reality of human nature, right? You will have it all, but once it's gone, that's when you appreciate it, right? So it's actually not difficult to be happy if you just accept what you have and you accept that as beautiful. But when you consistently want more and you're not grateful for anything, nature's got a way of equalizing that. Takes it away, you bend reality, and reality snaps back. Always, as you can never run away from that. Right? You bend reality now, and down the line, reality snaps right back, and you realize, shit, maybe I did have it good.
she awakes, reaches for the embrace. He decides not to worry about seasons again.
Wow. Wait, I actually want to listen to that again. What did she say there? But who's awake? Is he talking about the actual person who's in the relationship, or meaning his wife or his partner? Or did he come to his senses and realize that that this person, this other person involved in the picture,
reaches for the embrace.
No, go back.
Then she awakes, reaches for the embrace. He decides not to worry about seasons again.
I think this moment is where he's coming to his senses. Beautiful song, man. Okay, so I think the way she actually ended the song was that that person came to his senses. I kind of feel like he was been taking advantage of this person, just never happy, hard to be happy, going through the motions of an affair, going through the seasons, which is the emotions of an affair, and then coming to his senses that I will never have this. I will never have this Scandinavian winter, this warm embrace from what I'm chasing over here. He actually came to his senses and realized that what I've actually got is worth more than the change of seasons. What a fucking great song, man. Seriously. God damn, Tom. Again, man. Fuck's sake. You're banned, bro. You're banned, bro. Peace.